What is up, nerds, gamers, amateur movie critics? I'm all those things, and that is why you are here watching Burk the Nerd. And today, the Burktastic 4 Alpha Squad is back. We are back in action and on regular schedule now, kind of. We technically started an hour later today than usual, but we're back on schedule. We're going to be doing weekly things. By the way, Callisto just resubbed. Thank you so much for that. Seriously means a lot, and I think that's 2 months in a row now, so awesome. Boulder Doobies is granting a ton of fortune to our players today. I'm going to bring them in just a second. Unfortunately, Boulder Doobies can't join us, so it'll just be the three of them tonight, but we got a lot of stuff going on. Really quick, before we get into the session, I do want to say this better be the best D&D session so far, fellas. Oh, I'm sure. It won't be the best because you're not here, but it's going to be great. Couple things to cover off the top. One, the battle bracket is still going. Tomorrow, we're going to be going through the round 3 winners bracket results and round 2 losers brackets results. Those have been put out on Twitter. If you still want to vote, you have the chance to still do that. Just go on my Twitter or in our Discord. You should be able to see those. And tomorrow, we're going to have a slightly different schedule than normal. There is another channel in our community. Fanjecture is going to be streaming from 4:30 to 8:30 tomorrow for the Disney, what's it called? I'll get there. Disney Investor Day, which is 4:30 to 8:30. I didn't want to like interfere with that, so I'm going to be running from 2 to 4 tomorrow instead of the normal time. So if you want to check out my stream tomorrow, going through the battle bracket results, as well as maybe some talk about the Investor Day beforehand and about the Spider-Man news, we're going to be doing all that at 2 to 4 tomorrow instead of the normal normal 6 to 8. So if you want to see that, come hang out 2 to 4 tomorrow. That's it for that, and then next week we're going to back to normal schedule, hopefully. But without further ado, let's bring these guys in. And hopefully you'll be able to see them if I did this correctly. And yeah, there you guys are. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, man, we can hear.
Awesome, we're back. We are back, and we got Jason. He's got some technical difficulties. It wouldn't be a Burk the Nerd stream without some technical difficulties. So we got some, but we're gonna work through those and get back into it. But where we left off, let me just kind of follow up. And by the way, let me say hi to everyone in the chat, too. We got Tim P. Turner in here, Callisto, Landon Boulder Doobies. What is up, guys? If anyone else is there, drop a hi or a howdy. Howdies are welcome here. I am in the South, after all. And does Panda Palace have its own health bar? Yes, Panda Palace has its own health bar. I got to get rid of that. Yeah, so where we left off, kind of to catch up with, kind of remind everyone, if you saw last episode and just don't remember, or if you didn't see last episode, A.B. Wells, hello. What happened last session, I was going to say last week, is they have been trying to hunt down these members of the Maggia families, supposedly, and trying to find what's going on, and there seems to be some pretty sketchy stuff going on. So this the Alpha Squad has been kind of working with Daredevil, trying to worry about these mob bosses and stop them from whatever they're doing. It led them to the shipyard where the four of them stumped the plans of these mobsters and actually figured out that they're using some sort of what Cap's character Tyrone Epic, aka Epic, discovered something that seems like a type of Terrigen mist or something to do with Terrigen mist, some sort of chemical weapon that they're using. And they're trying, so we're going to try to figure out what's happening there. And they found a bomb that seems to be using this same weapon. And after finding it and recovering it, keeping it from causing harm, they figured out that there is yet a second one that is somewhere in the city already. So that's where we left off. They had just defeated Hammerhead, Blackwing, and Mad Jack, with Blackwing and Hammerhead winding up getting killed, I believe, in that altercation. Mad Jack being arrested afterward. And now they are in the Panda Palace. Is I think what we're going with the name, which, by the way, if you ever want to add aesthetic items to the Panda Palace, which maybe one day I'll actually like make the Panda Palace and I can just crop things that are in it on the background. So maybe down the road I'll work on editing that. But if you ever want to add things, you can go and use your chaos energy that you're accumulating to decorate it. Oh, I also saw we got Mike Porter in the house joining as well. And Jason, can you hear us now?
Yes, I can.
Aha!
Sorry about that.
Yeah.
Oh, no worries. By the way,
it was my headset apparently got stepped on and it's broken, so I had to switch to a backup pair. That's all on me.
No
Sorry about that, Burke.
By the way, I have some unfortunate news. We have about 3 weeks left, and it's really looking like we're not going to get that Bang Energy sponsorship that we've been trying for all year, guys. I know it's sad news.
Never say never. Never say never.
Never say never.
Right now.
Everyone start emailing CEO@bangenergy.com. I'm sure that's probably what it is. I feel like that's what the new Rockstars guy said it was. So if you want to, I don't know.
I didn't know we were going for an energy sponsorship.
We've been trying.
Yeah.
We've been trying. I'm unofficially
man.
sponsoring them all year. I've been unofficially sponsoring them. And one day they'll recognize my talent. How dare they?
I already recognize it, Burke. Everybody here does.
So, how are you guys doing? Let's just like really quick. How's everybody like doing in this past couple weeks?
Man, I'm so glad to be back. It felt like we were gone so long. It's just good to get back and kick some chests apart, hopefully, you know? Have a good time.
Some more unnecessary use of brute force. Unnecessary and unplanned.
Thunderfoot.
Yeah, right. Oh, Tim. We'll see, Tim. We'll see.
Oh,
so
how you been, Burke? How are you feeling?
Getting a little bit more energy every day. I'm still a little drained, hence the energy drink. But it's supposedly that kind of lags on for a couple weeks after you get kind of like feel better. So I don't have any other symptoms. Maybe a cough every once in a while. But for the most part, I'm feeling I have enough energy. I have enough to not keep me from coming back and doing some Burktastic 4. Not coming. Was that a double negative? No, I think that works.
Not keeping. Yeah.
Not keeping me.
We know what you meant, you know? So
yeah.
that's all.
So let me kind of just catch you up. I kind of caught you where you're at. Right now, you guys are in the Panda Palace, and you guys have been kind of trying to think through. You've been laying low a little bit, recovering from the fight. Obviously, a lot of crazy stuff happened. And also, you don't really have any leads. So you've been kind of just sitting out, waiting for Daredevil to come back with some leads. He said he had some places and some sources he could look through and kind of try to figure out what's going on. But you're still, Epic, you particularly have been kind of mulling it over, trying to figure out, like, this Terrigen Mist thing and, like, why. I mean, you know that's how you got your powers, right? And so you're wondering what this connection is, because something seemed off about it. It didn't really seem like right. It while like you noticed the grotesque form and the mist seemed eerily similar, there are some weird things about it. And you're also like wondering, you know, what could be the use of like formulating it into a bomb and trying to use that. You've been trying to kind of get to the bottom of what all this is and who is in the scheme and what it kind of has to do with you if it does. But you're really just kind of wondering because it's particularly this compound has seemed to kill every single person that's inhaled it after turning grotesque and monstrous. But you really do know that if this were to go off in a bomb form and be released widespread, it would be pretty fatal and pretty massive in destruction. But you guys are sitting down. And right now, regardless of all this, mulling it over, you're sitting on the couch under the Panda exhibit. You guys got that little cave. You know, obviously, Jason, Panda Man has scored a couch down there. It's not a great couch, but it's there.
But it didn't cost me nothing, so I love it. It's all right.
And you guys, you're hanging out and you're just watching TV and just kind of chilling. And
what are we
checking out the
watching?
news. You're checking out the news. You're hoping for some leads. While you're watching the news and you're kind of just chatting, making small talk, you see a news reporter comes on, and they're in a small Brooklyn neighborhood, a really rundown neighborhood. And you see behind her are a lot of the medical carts wheeling people into EMT or wheeling them into ambulances, and you could hear the lady over the news. 15 missing persons is found held underground, chained to hospital beds in what's believed to be connected to a local human trafficking ring. Victims have been brought to the central hospital in various conditions. 4 in the ICU with severe blood loss. And he says, coming up next, are dogs really man's best friend? Our interview up next was where Squirrel Girl begs to differ. It cuts to a commercial break, and you see Daredevil has appeared, and he turns it off. He says, "I have a lead, someone that should be able to tell us more information about this Terrigen bomb."
I like to turn to Daredevil, and I give him the eye, because obviously I suspect he's a part of all of this. And Daredevil, who do you have that's a lead? Tell us something, anything.
Well,
tell us right now.
How did you get in here, mate? Yeah, just sneaking through the back door.
That's first.
I came in through the door. You guys you were hooked on the television. You didn't even notice. You guys are going to need to be a little more aware now that what we're dealing with is pretty dangerous. But anyway, I've been kind of investigating this this group, and I know a former member. He goes by Gordo. He was the head of a family, a former crime family that was involved with them, and used to control a part of the city. I think if we interview him, we should be able to get some information on exactly who else is involved, or maybe he'll just be able to tell us something. Maybe the whereabouts of Don, who we really need to figure out and seems to be running this whole thing, or just what their plans could be for the bomb. I don't know if he would know, but it's one lead. It's all I have. So hopefully it'll give us some information.
Who's this Gordo fellow you needs us to talk to then? Where can we find him?
Well, he should be holed up in his. He's retired now. He was once pretty influential, but he had a lot of failures, and now I think he's holed up in his expensive house in downtown Manhattan. He should be just. From what I've been told, he has several guards that guard his home, but he doesn't really leave much anymore. It should be pretty easy to get in. We could sneak in, question him, and get out of there.
We'll definitely go in there, lickety-split, talk to this guy. Mm-hmm. But I think you're hoping that he doesn't give you up, because I know he works for you, Daredevil.
He says, I don't know why you insist on calling me a criminal.
Thunderfoot, would you leave the man in the red pajamas alone, please? He's
never around when you need him. He's always gone when something huge happens. This dude's obviously a criminal.
I helped you fight
13 times.
Yeah.
I took down Mad Jack, and I helped you with the others. Do you still believe that I'm up to no good?
He gave us those fancy earpieces, what weren't waterproof.
Yeah. One.
I didn't know you were going to be going swimming when we were fighting the enemy.
Well, why did
Daredevil? Where were you when all those crazy people were blowing up?
I was fighting. I defeated Mad Jack. You saw it. He got arrested.
He was the fighting Jackbox. He's Jackboxing off.
Why don't we have Avenger level equipment?
Because you go put your foot through people's chests. What you gonna do with a blaster, mate? Blow somebody's head off. Last thing is,
Wolverine kills people too. You see it on the news all the time.
Wolverine's not real. He's imaginary. But what point is, I think maybe we need to go take out a look for this Don guy.
Let's do it.
Oh, he was going to make us an offer we can't refuse.
Hopefully not the same one he offered to Daredevil.
So, he says he's holed up in his mansion, there, Daredevil. We can go get a talk to him.
I believe so. He should be held up there. I have heard from my sources that he doesn't leave much.
You got an address for this place? It's flat.
He gives you the address.
I'm gonna put this in my Jeepus. Take me right there.
I've realized I don't have my dice on me. Give me 1 second. Where did it go?
Always come ready to roll, mate. You
I always
never know
come
what's
ready to
gonna
roll,
happen.
except for if it's today. All right.
Bro,
As you travel, kind of, why don't you just tell me as you walk along your way to downtown what your plan is? I'll be right back.
Gonna take my panda pogo stick.
hold on. We're in Brooklyn. We're not walking to Manhattan.
What's wrong with walking to Manhattan, mate? You'd be fine.
It's far. We need like
Back
to
in
steal
New-
a car.
back in- Back in New Zealand, where I first came from, when I had to take a tour of the shooting of the Lord of the Rings places, you know how much walking I had to do? And all these shires all over the freaking village. Yeah, it's walking all the time. You can walk to bloody Brooklyn, okay? It maybe take a little charge off the foots of yours. Maybe next time you can just lightly tap someone in the sternum rather than putting your foot into the next zip code, if you know what I'm saying. So I think I'm gonna slip into my jacket and keep my disguise off, to not draw a lot of attention to myself. And I think from there we're just gonna shuffle off to Brooklyn, you know. And Tremblefoot can do a loose follow if he's so worried about it.
I give you a crazy look as I go pick up my gear, and I just yell, "Brooklyn's way bigger than New Zealand."
What do you mean, Panda Man? You're from Baltimore.
Yeah, that's true. I was from Baltimore, but my cover is that I'm a New Zealand transplant. You have to keep up, Castillo, you know. My parents were murdered, and they left me in a zoo in Baltimore. This is true, all of
Oh
it.
my goodness.
Sorry, Berg.
No, that's fantastic.
I have hijacked your stream. Please send $12 to my Venmo account, and I'll let you have your show back. I'm done. You go ahead.
It's okay, so you guys you follow, and as it gets dark, you make your way to this former mobster's house. And as you arrive, you can see, like, you're getting close. I'm assuming, are you guys suited up?
Oh, we're suited up,
And
ready to go.
what is
Yeah,
Epic?
we are.
Epic, what does your suit look like again? Can you remind me?
I just like a bobsled driver, right?
Yeah.
He looks like the box from
And
Cool
you got
Runnings.
like the cool
Yeah.
helmet, right, and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
And-
but it's just all black instead of Jamaican flagged.
Gotcha. And then you have a beaten down panda costume, right?
No, I'm that thing's
Oh, right, you
great. I
upgraded.
got the
You
hat on with the
upgraded.
thing, and then the free
Oh,
Joe
where's your
Exotic
hat today?
underwear.
We don't have your hat.
Yeah, that was in a rush.
He has Avenger level gear, while the rest of us have Daredevil level gear.
Yep. I saw Mike. I saw you. And Bonfire. Bonfire. Now we recently figured out that you are a eternal, or at least you are kind of figuring out, but you don't really have a whole lot of memories beyond that. Are you still wearing your cool, like, blacked out, like, hazmat suit costume?
No, I picked up another suit lately.
What you rocking?
So I'm wearing like a how do I have to describe it? I
Skinny
wear
jeans.
Skinny jeans, leather jacket.
I wear a hood with a long jacket that like goes down to my knees,
Okay.
and I have like a staff with me with like a lamp, like fire coming
Okay.
out of it, like.
Okay, I'll
Bonfire.
yeah, you got that. All right, I'll give you that. I was gonna
So-
say no. You got a tiki torch from Home Depot, but no, I'm kidding.
So everyone is upgraded except me.
Oh yeah,
I
apparently.
look like.
Well, you're
like
upgraded from your
someone
jeans
like-
and your t-shirts that you
That's
had on
true.
before.
That is true. Okay, so
I look like. Yeah, sorry.
kind of like a lamplighter looking situation. I could see
Yeah,
that.
lamplighter like Sub-Zero, Scorpion, like someone
Cool.
like that.
All right. Well, you
Sounds
are.
great.
You guys make your way. As you arrive, you can see that there's two dudes standing in front of the building. They seem to have be taking lookout. Why don't I jump us over to? So it just looks like a normal downtown New York City row homes, but it's clearly a wealthier part because it's in downtown Manhattan. It's a nice area, but you could see, it's that building. You can see two dudes in suits and wearing sunglasses at night because they're cool. And they're just standing outside. You can tell that they have guns. They both have pistols attached to their hip, so you can clearly see they are personal guards to this man. It's nighttime. You figure probably around 9 or 10 o'clock. They should be. The man's probably getting ready to go to bed soon.
So these are the only guards that we can see.
Yep. Daredevil told you that there were 3.
Okay, I don't trust Daredevil, so I would like to do my own scanning of the perimeter.
Okay.
So how many guys do I see?
You see the 2 that are there. That's it. There doesn't seem to be anyone in outside.
So Daredevil lied again, obviously.
Could be.
This guy.
I want to find the closest high spot and watch the guards' movements, see if there's any patterns, any way we can sneak in past the guards without having to kill them.
You could crawl.
But-
You could crawl on one of the buildings across the street and like go along the roofs, or you could climb on the roofs of their buildings, or where
Can't I just
in a tree.
Can't I just fly over the house?
Yes, you could. You could fly over the house.
Won't that arouse some suspicion? Just a thought.
It could.
It's nighttime. It's all black, bro. They can't see him.
I'll call in a UFO report at the same time you make the cover.
to give you cover.
Yeah.
They see the UFO report on their phone there.
I know. I don't remember signing up for this. Oh, and there's a COVID alert too. Oh, damn it. And an old person went missing. All these
no.
alerts.
They did the alert, and then now they're looking up.
Move away from each other 6 feet, look up, and then call, make sure grandmother's okay. I want to climb a building and perch and watch these guards.
And Bonfire, are you flying over? Or are you waiting?
Yeah, I'm hovering in the sky a bit, like watching over the house.
Okay.
If there's like anyone coming outside.
As you guys are both kind of keeping lookout from different angles, you don't really see any movement. The 2 are just kind of keeping watch out front, and it seems to be quiet inside. You see all the lights are turned off.
Okay, I'd like to talk to Panda Man.
Okay.
And can you hear
We
me?
don't have our earpieces. I can hear. No, I mean, in game we don't have our earpieces.
Okay. Well, I mean, okay, I'm by you. That's why I can't talk to Burn Fire, Fire Starter, Hot Pot. I don't remember your name, bro.
Hot.
Let's be real.
Let's just call it Mr. Bombastic. R.I.P. R.I.P.
And basically,
It wasn't me. It wasn't me.
Lord of mercy. What are you saying? I'm listening. I promise. No, serious.
Oh, help us.
let me focus.
It's good to be back, Burke. I really appreciate it.
It is good to be back.
Okay.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah.
What are you thinking,
Okay, what I can do, I can create a distraction. I can blast like a tree or something else, where the guards can leave. And then maybe we can slide in. We can just cause some mayhem, and Hot Pot can come in from maybe swooping like a window or something.
Oh my god.
You know what? Panda Man stands up, silhouetted in the night with the moon behind him. Joe Exotic looking all sexy on the front of his jammies. He pulls out his bamboo stick, whips it all the way out, and said, "I'm all the distraction we need. I'll take out the guards. You sneak in the back door. It's bamboozling time." And without warning, I jump down in front of the 2 guards and try to take them out.
Perfect. Okay. First of all,
I think it sounds
love
like a
that.
good idea.
Second off, let me pull up a health bar for him. Okay, you jump down and you attack the guards. You swing your staff at one of them, and it hits pretty hard, dealing a pretty good deal of damage to these guys, or to the one guy that is. And you knock him backwards, and the other guy is gonna take his gun out to shoot you, but completely miss. You're able to kind of deflect it out to the side. The other one that you knocked back is also gonna try to shoot, but he's on the ground, so he totally missed again. And they're kind of sparring out with you. Epic, what are you doing at this time?
Well, since he's having fun there, I'm going to go around back and see if I can find a door or a window, and I just want to bash right through that bad boy.
Okay,
'Cause I see Panda Man. He's trying to cause some wreck.
You go to the back, so you have to go around the block down the alley. But as you go down, you do see that there is a third guard that is at the back of the building.
All right,
I already spotted him.
Oh, you did spot him, Bonfire. Sorry.
Yeah.
okay. So do you want to take care of him, or do I need to blast this guy?
You can. I mean, if you want it, you can do it.
All right. Well, my foot needs to get some warming up. So is he facing?
You're so polite. You
He's
can
just
have
looking
it.
around. It's dark. He can't see you. There's a little like backyard space actually, like a tiny.
Oh, okay. Then I'm going to try and slide up on this guy, and I want to like grab him by the shirt and just throw him as far as possible
Okay.
through the woods. Or I guess across the street. Manhattan.
Yeah, you're in the alley. Yeah, you grab him. So you like sneak up behind him. You grab him collar and like pant back the back of his. What am I saying? Like the top of his, like the waistline of his pants, and you just grab him, pull him over your shoulders, and throw him headfirst into a wall.
Yes.
He immediately falls unconscious.
Ooh, broken neck.
Nice.
Yes. He's probably dead.
You did it again, man. You did it again.
You know, I'm just rolling.
No.
Now I want to try and go to the door here.
Yep.
Alright,
So.
while I was, sorry.
Oh, sorry. What are you doing, Bonfire?
So like I was hovering in the air, but like Epic like he like killed the man. So now I'm going to him, and we will go into the house.
Okay. You two land and
All right, what do
enter
we-
through the back. We'll come back to you, Panda Man. You're in the middle of a conflict here. What would you like to do with these two men? They're both in between. You're in between both of them. They got pistols out and they're shooting at you. Not
Oh, me,
silence,
that's-
by the way. It is a gunfight that is
Is
happening.
it a gunfight?
in the,
Oh.
in the middle of downtown Manhattan.
I want to grab the one closest to me by the pistol hand, use my super strength to pull him in front of me, and unload on the other guy.
Oh, no.
Bap, 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 bap.
Okay, you do this
Murder!
with ease. The dude goes to shoot you, and you move to the side of him, grab the pistol, and start unloading on the other dude. And that guy drops dead. He's dead. He put like 5 shots into him.
Get a Carol fucking basket.
And
You just
with
murdered a guy, bro.
that guy is going to pull the gun away
Escalated
from you
quickly.
and pistol whip you in the face.
Ouch.
It didn't hurt much, but it hurt a little bit, but not much. So you're able to kind of scave it off. And what would you like to do in response?
I'd like to just give him a right hook with my panda power, super strength, right in the nose piece.
All right.
But hope, like, in the bridge, cartilage up into the brain type.
Panda Man's just
shot,
a
you
killer.
know?
Yeah.
I didn't get my
Oh,
pennies this
no.
morning.
No.
I didn't get a
Yeah,
chance
you
to suck
go
my
and you
pennies.
punch him in the face. You didn't get the nose shot you were going for, but you
Okay.
knocked him. You knocked him out cold.
Nice.
So he's done, and you are able to. You see, he's got keys on his hip.
Yeah, can I loot the bodies?
You find their wallets. And sure, you find their wallets, and
Can I look for pictures of family members and addresses?
yes, you
Thank you.
find
I
their
wanna
driver's
pick
licenses. And one of them
Why?
has a picture of a family, and they have money, and so it's pretty
Do
good
they-
loot, if you would say.
Do they look happy in the pictures? Because I'm about to wreck that.
Oh, yeah.
The family that the one that had the pictures is the guy that's unconscious. So
Okay.
the other guy you don't know, but
That's cool.
but he does have keys, so you're able to take those and enter through the front door. The other two of you have entered through the back door, which is in the basement floor, so it's a lower floor. you enter and you don't see anybody upon entering the bottom floor. It's a nice basement. It's got a pool table and a TV. It's pretty nice. They got a little lounge area down there. As you get to the bottom, to the middle floor, the first floor, you see there's a really nice foyer and a nice dining room and kitchen. It's pretty surprisingly large for the city. And as you get to the first floor, you see Panda Man walk in the front door, probably loud and reckless, I can only assume. Just kind of opens the doors, sets his stuff on the table.
Here's Panda Man. Crazy.
As you guys walk in, the foyer's dark. You have your back to the kitchen as you see Panda Man, and then Cap. You get punched in the back of the head by, it was clearly a very strong punch, and you get knocked forward through the front door and tumble down the stairs.
Towards me, or?
Yes.
Oh, man. Can I try to catch him and embrace him? Or?
Oh no, Cap was really.
Cap's out the front door.
No,
he got really hit hard. We'll see if he can connect back. Oh, there you go. He was trying to switch positions on the screen, so his health was back to normal. It's part of his plan. Can you hear us, Cap? You disconnected for a second. All right, yeah, you're back. Let me do this real quick. But yeah, no, you turn. And you see a man, well, obviously Cap doesn't see this. He has to get back inside. But Panda Man and Bonfire right directly behind you is a man who is wearing a suit. He's wearing a nice suit. It's actually like a pajama suit, so it looks like a suit, but it's pajamas. They're like nice, like satin and or silk maybe.
That's nice.
And he is a purple-skinned man with spikes for hair, like skin, like he almost looks like he has like a rock like structure to him. I have the image up here so you guys can see.
I see him.
And he says, "What are you doing in my home?" And he starts. But before you can answer, he's going to go to sweep the legs of Bonfire, and he is going to he's gonna knock you down onto your back, Bonfire. But it is your move, Panda Man, or if you guys choose to reply or whatever. But he's fighting you right after he asked you. He's still fighting. He's clearly not like stopping to give you time to respond.
I want to walk up to him and say, "I just want to check the house for illegal tiger." Oh, wait a minute. My panda voice. We just want to have a few words. Calm down there, the purple-faced guy. And Brandon's gonna leave my friend alone. But I don't shoot him yet.
Okay.
He just says, just want to pull the gun.
Bonfire, do you do anything?
What's that?
Bonfire?
Oh, sorry.
Yep.
Yeah, I get like a flashback.
Okay.
And I get a flashback from a race called Deviants.
Okay.
Because my man looks a lot like some of those.
Okay. Yeah, you get a little bit of a vision of Deviants, and you see that, and then you kind of flash back, and now you see him standing above you, and he's about to charge towards Panda Man, it looks like.
All right, so what I do now, I want to take a sweep at him, and I want to get him on the ground. I just do a sweep.
Okay. Oh, you as soon as he knocks you to the ground, you turn and he starts to run towards Panda Man. You sweep his leg and do this really cool move. So you got you spin. You kick his leg with kick out his legs with one leg, and then your other leg comes up and hammer kicks him from the stomach and knocks him straight to the ground, and puts a big dent in the ground, and he's sticking in it.
I'm a real break dancer.
Yeah, right. It was like a breakdance move. It was pretty cool.
You could be in the Olympics this year.
And you kind of knock him down to his back.
Nice.
And he says, "Oh, Okay, fine. What do you want? What do you want? Can we stop? Well, tell me what you're here for.
So the first thing I ask him is, "What are you?"
As you say
Are you
that,
a
you can
deviant?
hear sirens getting close. Because of the gunshots. It's downtown Manhattan. You know they're gonna have a fast.
Probably should have been a little
Um,
stealthier.
um,
Whoopsie.
he says, "Fine. If we're gonna have this discussion, we should probably take it somewhere else. Here, follow me." He climbs out. He climbs out of his little crater that was formed, and he's like,
I want to grab him and like, no, you follow us. I don't want to lead to the kitchen to go out the back door. I'm not going anywhere he's taking me.
"Okay." He says, "Fine. We got to get out of here quick though. Close the door. I don't want them to come investigating my home."
Are we going in through the kitchen?
So you close the front door. Epic comes back in. You're fine. You climb up the stairs. And you guys make your way out of the. Do you guys leave the bodies out on the street? Okay.
No, I would like to bring them in the house.
Okay. So you bring the bodies inside the house and and close the door. You guys kind of hide them somewhere, tuck them in a closet, and then
Under the rug.
you under the rug, just pull over the foyer rug.
They'll never
There's a
see
big
it.
lump.
I'll never see it. Never see it.
You guys, Epic does have to find a way to control his kick power. That's probably a good thing to do. This wasn't his kick though this time necessarily. I mean, the one guy he did launch into a building, but you guys,
If we're going
you
out
guys
the
make
kitchen,
your
I
way.
want to raid the fridge.
You raid the fridge. You find some nice leftovers from a good Italian place down the street, and
Nice.
you make your way out the back door, hide the body in the back, obviously, as well. And then you guys quickly escape to a nearby park.
Was
Yes.
the guy out the back dead too?
Yeah, he's more than that.
It does.
No.
It appears that his neck was broken, yes.
Oh, that's another body, son.
I feel like, I don't even care. He's dead.
You gotta really learn to control your powers, man. That's really rough.
Let's be more. I haven't even energy nobody
There's so
yet.
much collateral
Nobody-
damage, man. But anyway, you lead him down, and this guy's exhausted, clearly battered and bruised. His silk suit is ruined because he's been beaten down bad. And he says, why are you here? I knew some of my demons would catch up with me, but I didn't.
Well, they have. So why don't you start trying to satiate those demons by confessing?
What do you
And tell us about Daredevil.
No, it's just
Daredevil?
nothing. No,
I've never had any dealings with Daredevil.
Yeah, right.
I know
we want to know everything. Start talking.
he had some run-ins with with the Maggia, but I haven't been a part of with them for over 2 years. I've been out. I promise I got out as soon as they kicked me out.
What they kick a
promise you, I got-
fella like you out for?
Well, when I don't feel comfortable talking about it. Please
I
do.
take out one of the
Something.
pool balls from the pool table that I walked past earlier,
Okay.
and I whip that thing past his head as fast as I can, as hard as I can. And I tell him, if you don't tell us the truth, that's coming at you next time.
You chuck it past him and it like whips through and like launches way out the park. You hear a car alarm go off like blocks away.
Yeah, somebody
It's
was
like
in the
very
car, too.
distant. Yeah, well, I don't know. But I'll have to find out.
Berg, are we at a different park than where we abandoned?
Yeah.
Okay.
This isn't
I
like
was making
Central, you guys do most of your stuff in Central Park because that's where the zoo is. But no, this is a small park out of the way.
I didn't know if I had to look over my shoulder for an otter
Yeah, he's still there.
or a walrus.
You know walrus, right? No.
walrus.
Yeah, you. But no, you throw it past him, and it clearly intimidates him. He's like, okay, fine. 2 years ago, there was an incident, and I lost both of my sons. And after that failure, and me turning into this, and losing all of my losing so much for the Maggia families, they finally decided they wanted nothing to do with me, and they kicked me out. It was either that, or it was either retire or be killed. So I naturally took that, and now they gave these guards to watch over me and to protect me from any retaliation or from this. But I've been out of the game for 2 years. I'm done. I promise. I'm not gonna cause any more trouble. I just want to live a peaceful life.
Yo, tell me exactly, man. How did you turn purple, and how did you like grow those like spiky things on your head?
Was it a surge accident?
I can't talk about that if I tell you. It was.
Yeah,
I promised I wouldn't say anything about it.
I pull another pool ball out of my pocket and I just hold it up.
I look over at Epic. I'm like, where you keeping those things in that suit?
He says, I can't do that. If I do that, I'm dead anyway.
You're as good as dead now. You might as well talk with a clean conscience. Maybe they'll accept you into heaven. Or not.
I doubt that, but fine. As long as you keep me out of it, and you can't let it get back to me. That.
I tell you what, I'll make you a deal. I'll give you a nice place to sleep, free from the concerns of the people that are hunting you, if you tell us what we want to know.
Okay. I was told to say it was an accident. The truth is, the Maggia's been trying to recreate what happened to me. I was caught in an accident with Terrigen Mist, and they thought, because it turned me into this, that if their synthetic version that they created, them and their scientists created, they thought that it would work, the one that they made. So they used it on my sons, and it didn't work.
He's patient zero.
And
he's patient zero with the Tarragon Mist.
But they thought theirs doesn't work, and they've been trying to create some new version based on my blood and their research, but they weren't. It wasn't able to work, and as soon as they used it on my kids and it failed, I told them I was out. I told them I was done.
So let me get this straight. They thought that since you were turned into this creature from the Tarragon Mist, that they could synthesize a version based off of your blood, and they tried to use it on your children, but it didn't work. So they're gonna still try to do this, aren't they? So there could be more freaks like you out there, or more on the way. Or instead, they could be trying to do this. What if they weaponized it? Tarragon's one of my favorite spices. What if I end up with the Tarragon? We can't have this. We got to get you back to the red tights guy.
I tap Panda Man and I say, hey, do you realize that that's how I got my powers?
You're a creature of the Tarragon?
I am.
You're like me.
I am. I'm inhuman.
2 peas in a Tarragon pod.
Well,
I can't trust you now, Trumblefoot.
Well, listen, that's all I can say on that. I don't know what else you need from me. What is it you're looking for? Why are you after them? What do you have to do with all this?
Can you keep a secret?
I guess I have no reason not to.
So can I. And I walk away from him.
Wait, what did you say?
I said, so can I.
So can I.
And I walk away from him slowly.
He just like, okay.
Yeah, I tap Epic on the shoulder. And I'm like, should we tell this guy that the Tarragon Mist is blowing people up and maybe see if he wants to help us maybe keep this stuff off the street so it doesn't, his kids don't end up, more people don't end up like his kids, appeal to his better nature. Maybe a man on the inside would help,
He says,
What do you think?
He says, wait,
But-
did you just say they're doing that again?
Is it, and obviously 3 inches isn't far enough away from this guy. I take him about 5 feet away.
He says, wait, fine. Listen, if you're gonna try to stop them, I'm not gonna help, but I can tell you where they'll be.
That may be good enough. Tell us.
Okay. On the third Sunday of every month, all of the families in the Maggia meet together at a little restaurant on 22nd Street, Giuliano's. Now, that's only 3 days away, unless they've changed their meeting spot, but they're pretty traditional, and I know they own the restaurant. You should be able to find them there. They meet every Sunday right after Mass.
Pull out the leftovers I pull out of this fridge. Is that where this sub's from? It's delicious.
No, that's Maggie's. That's
That's
right down
good
the
stuff.
street. Really good place. You
Wow.
should check it out sometime. But
Thank
no,
you, I will.
listen,
So
that's all I have. You can't let it lead back to me. That's been a secret spot for them for a long time, and only the heads of the families meet there. So it's I'd be careful if you go, but that's definitely you're gonna find them there in 3 days, unless they've changed any plans. But as far as I know, they haven't.
we plan on not letting this get out. So we
Okay.
appreciate your help.
Well, can you do me one more favor?
Uh-oh, I heard dice.
Yeah, I know. He scared me.
Sorry, I just hit it with my finger. Can you get rid of those men you killed right outside my house?
Oh, I'm sorry. We don't do crime scene cleanup.
Man. I mean, one of them was already under a rug. Like, what else do you want? You know?
So you leave this man in the park, and walk away, and he's left to deal with these bodies on his own. And you return to the the Panda Palace to kind of formulate a plan to how to deal with this. Cap, do you still have to go early?
I do.
Are you good to stick around, or is this probably a good time for you to head out on?
It's an awesome time to head out so I can
Alright.
catch Jason. At
Well,
8.
we'll catch you later, Cap. It'll be we'll sticking around. Everyone else, we're still going, but Cap's got to head out. All right, thanks, Cap, for hanging on, and we'll
Hey,
see
you guys,
next week.
kill some guys for me, and I will see you guys next time.
I promise to resolve every conflict with humanity and patience
Definitely not
in your
violence.
absence.
I will watch you guys later. See you guys.
See you, man. Okay,
Later, Cap.
so we'll continue. I'll just keep it like this because it's easier than switching. So we're just gonna do that. Okay. So you guys return to the return to the Panda Palace, and when you guys get back there, you're hanging out and kind of trying to formulate a plan. And naturally, you guys meet up with Daredevil and fill him in with what's going on. But or do you? I don't know. I assume you do, but maybe you don't. I don't know.
I would imagine he's probably got an eye on us. So at some point, he's probably gonna pop back in and wonder what we found and why we just left 3 bodies on the guy's doorstep.
So you fill him in. And as you guys kind of are hanging out, you're back watching the news again. You know, that's you guys got to keep it on. You're trying to be vigilantes, so naturally you guys keep tabs on it. You see on the news, and another reporter comes on, and this time it's in their like studio, so they're in front of the thing. In other news, the Victoria Manor is beefing up security in preparation for the arrival of its new owner, eccentric Italian billionaire Count Lucino. The Count will be having a housewarming party celebrating new ownership and the Count's arrival to the city. The event is scheduled to take place 10 days from today at the Manor and is shaping up to be a large event for the New York City's elite, with even Mayor Ruth Wagner himself scheduled to attend the event. And coming up after the break, pigeons are terrorizing park goers. Here are our tips on how you can dodge their ruthless attacks. You see in the background you see pigeons. It's a footage of pigeons swarming this kid. The kid's wearing a pink hat, pink like baseball cap, and is swatting at the pigeons with a green newspaper, a really like eccentric green newspaper, along with then right before anything else happens, you can as the commercials are going, you start hearing banging and yelling coming from the zoo, from a different part of the zoo. It's a bunch of commotion, and you can't tell what's happening. As you go out to, you get in your costumes, and you, as you come out into the park, you see a man in a walrus, in a,
Oh my god.
Where is he? Where did he go? I lost my image. Okay, here we go. You see a man in a walrus costume, and he's throwing trash cans, yelling, "Panda Man, come out! Where are you?"
I told him not to litter. What's wrong with him? Bernie, loose follow. I can see what this freak wants.
Yeah.
He's just yelling, "Panda Man," and he's like stomping around, throwing stuff.
I want to sneak around behind him and get between him, and, like try to like. I don't want to go right at his front. I sort of want to make a dramatic entrance from his backside.
Okay.
Oh wait a minute, never mind. Yeah, I want to sneak around behind him and then call out his name. What do you want? How did you find me? How'd you get out of that 3-foot pit? Yeah, thank you, Castillo.
He says, "There you are." He completely ignores your question. He says, "There you are. Finally, I'm going to get vengeance on you."
Still not sure what I did, but I'm pretty sure I deserve it.
He starts running at you as in the slowest possible. He's super slow, but he's running at you. Almost in slow motion. That's how slow he is. And he goes to take a clear swing at you.
Okay. Did he hit me?
What are you doing? You gonna dodge out of the way?
Oh, I sort of want to jog backward to lead him out of the zoo so none of the exhibits get damaged.
Okay. He swings at you and you move out of the way, and he slams his hand into a light post, and it completely just bends into an L shape.
What'd that light post do to you?
Despite his swing being super slow.
I want to grab him by the scruff of his walrus neck and start questioning him. What did I ever do to you to deserve you to take that lamp post out like that?
You grab him by you're able to grab him, and he's like, "Let go of me. Let go of me." He's like, "Don't you remember who I am?"
No, the 90s were really rough, and I was young. I don't know you.
He's like,
I kind of want to try to peek under his mask.
He's like, "Hey, stop. You will remember me." And you before you go to lift up his mask, he swats at you, and even though it's super slow, he launches you back into the restrooms of the zoo.
Oh no, not the restrooms. I haven't cleaned those yet. I hope there was a men's room.
That hurt a lot.
I bet.
Bonfire, you're there as well. Would you like to do anything?
Yeah. I just want to ask, like, the fat fuck, like, why did he come back?
You said, why has he come back?
Like he said something before that.
Language. PG-17.
Come on, man. It's a guy in a walrus costume.
He said flat foot.
Yeah, I did say that.
Yeah.
Okay. You ask him, what is he doing here? Is that what he said?
Yeah. Why did you come back?
Just
like,
because he is my mortal enemy and arch rival, and I will defeat him.
Tell me why?
Well, listen, you don't need to know. This is none of your business. He's gonna take a slow swing at you and just miss. And as soon as he swings, he like drops to one knee and he's out of breath. He's like, wait, one second. Ugh.
I want to take the men's restroom door off the hinges and
Okay.
and just try to subdue him. Like just knock him out enough to knock him out.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah, you're able to just kind of like walk up behind him as he's like on his knees, and you kind of just and you hit him on the back of the head and knock him down to his stomach. He's like, "Hey, stop it! I will get you vengeance on you." Oh God. Okay. Does anyone have any water? You have water?
I try to search my memory. I really feel like I should know this guy.
You're like you trying and trying, you just can't seem to remember who he is. You feel like you should know, but you don't. You just can't remember.
Did the panda exhibit get moved to the place the walrus exhibit used to be? And like did I forget to clean the walrus cage?
You don't know.
I don't remember. I don't remember. All that Surge Cola ate a hole in my brain. And I don't remember.
Why don't the
I don't want to kill him.
You start hearing as this is all commotion's happening, you hear sirens coming, and the cops arrive at the entrance of the zoo.
Got more cops.
He's just kind of laying down. You guys are able to hide, or do you go back to the Panda Palace?
I'd like to go change into my work uniform
Okay.
and act like I'm just getting here to help out with the cleanup. Like,
Okay.
oh, what's going on here? Oh, what's all this ruckus?
All right, so
Yeah,
you and
that's
Bonfire
cool.
go back to the Panda Palace, and you return in your normal uniform and kind of stand there to help as a citizen's arrest as the cops pull up and say, "What happened here? Who is this guy again?"
This guy, and if you check his hands, and I want to quickly rub my hands and get the GSR on this guy's gloves.
Okay.
And I would say, he smells like gunpowder too, and I think he shot some people. It's just a thought I've got. But yeah, it's this guy. He broke into the zoo and caused this ruckus, screaming for somebody named, I don't know, I've never heard of the guy. But I hear he's a really great superhero. Somebody named Panda Man, done a lot of good for the community, he has. And he broke in, causing all kinds of mayhem. You should definitely take him away and swab his hands for gunshot residue.
Are you talking about that fool that's been running around in a panda costume? Yeah, that guy sucks, dude. We've been trying to catch him. He just does. He's been running around and he's like homeless or something, right?
I mean, as far as I know, he's residentially compromised, but I don't know if you call him homeless. You know, he's a really nice guy. I mean, he gave me half a ham sandwich one time,
as bad
and
as
that's two
Walrus here.
halves. What's that?
He's as bad as Walrus face here. It's
Oh my God.
It's just
Can't believe
Walrus. It's
Can't
just
believe you said
Walrus.
such thing. Well, maybe you should just take a walrus away then. And,
All right, fine. That's fine. They like, come on, get up, Walrus, dude. It's just Walrus. They're like trying to like pull him up. Like, this guy's so heavy. Why do we have to deal with this guy all the time? I don't know, man. Like,
I yell at him. Don't forget to swab his hands for gunshot residue.
they're like, yeah, okay. And they load him into the cop car. The cop car's the back wheel just sinks down. Like the whole car tilts towards that back corner when they get him in there. He seems even heavier. He's got to be heavier than his like body shape would indicate. But they load him in. They load him into it, and he's like, "I will have vengeance, Panda Man." And he yells that as he's getting into the car out the window. He doesn't yell it at you. He just yells it out the window.
I'm sure we'll let you know if we ever see this Panda Man. I turned to Bernier. I'm like, can you believe what them cops said about me? Assholes. Maybe a-holes. Sorry.
No, you're good. And so they're all gone now, and apparently Walrus has been arrested, and you guys enter back into the Panda Palace and kind of just hang out for the next day. It's already been 2 days, so the meeting is supposed to go down tomorrow at what you get right after mass. So you're assuming like 1 o'clock for lunch. They meet for lunch there. You guys kind of hang out and rest. You took a pretty big blow, so you're kind of just relaxing. And what is your plan for dealing with this this Maggia that is meeting just in one day?
I think just talking to Bernier, maybe we ought to sneak into this place and do some recon since we're short-handed to
what
people.
If we, what if we like book a table at the same restaurant and we just like
spy on them the whole time and get as much information as we can.
They don't seem to do reservations, so you check online. They don't do any reservations or anything, and you call up. But you
gotta get in there somehow.
Yeah. So there's no way to like reserve in advance or anything like that if that's what you're trying to do.
Do they take walk-ups? This sounds like a pretty highfalutin place that they don't take kindly to just people. What if we pose as like delivery people? And like tell them we have a delivery and like we get in that way. If they're not gonna let us eat there, what do we know about this restaurant?
Just from what you're looking up, it's a small Italian restaurant. It's pretty. It's high end, and from what you could tell, like normal lunch days are packed, but it says they're closed on Sundays.
So we're gonna have to just break in and spy. They were not gonna let us just walk in there. What do you think, Bernice?
I mean, we could always take like an internship at the restaurant, start working there.
We only have one day.
Yeah.
If we had a week to prepare, perhaps.
Yeah, I think maybe we should just like break in and like we'll find something,
Find something out.
We'll find something.
Okay, so
I think we should go down there. I think we should go down there, stake the place out, and see what's going on, and see if we can maybe put some spy equipment in there, or maybe we should do the whole special delivery and get in there and plant a bug. Maybe we should talk to Daredevil. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay,
we're just at least gonna go down there. I don't think we should go in costume though. I think we should go in. We should go in a costume, but not our costumes. We dress up like priests.
So you're going.
You look kind of young. I'll dress up like a priest. You dress up. Never mind.
Oh no!
Wait, so you're going the day before, right?
Yeah, we can go. Let's go the day before. Yeah, we'll go Saturday.
Okay.
Scope the place out and hide out in the freezers.
Two men found frozen to death.
Hey, I'm a panda. I'll be okay. And you can keep me warm because you're all nuclear or whatnot.
Yeah.
I'll cuddle up with you in the deep freezer.
Because you're all nuclear. Let me cuddle up next to the nuclear.
We'll make a holiday song about it. Baby, it's cold outside. I really gotta go, but it's cold outside. Sorry.
Oh my God.
I got Christmas on.
No,
Berg, I apologize. I'm punched drunk, so I'm so tired.
Fantastic. This is everything I've wanted. So this is great.
Okay, yeah, we should go the day. Let's go the day before.
Okay,
we'll scope out the place.
So
Pick some bugs under the table.
You guys go at the night, during the night in time for dinner, a late dinner, and you arrive at the restaurant, and it's a nice restaurant, very very upscale. Not very upscale, but it's a pretty it's a pricey restaurant, and you get there and you guys have no money. Like, actually, you do have money. You stole.
I stole a crap ton of money from that guy.
You took all their money.
Yeah.
So you arrive at this restaurant. Are you just getting a seat at one of the tables? Is that your plan?
Yep.
Okay.
What do you think, dear? Should we just get a table? I looked at Bernier.
Let's eat a good thing.
Happy anniversary, and let's stick my arm out for Bernier, and I escort him down to the table with me.
Okay. So they sit you one of the tables in the back of the restaurant, or about like middle to the back, and you sit down for your meal.
I want to
You can see
tap
you can
Bernier
see that
and
there
tell
is
him
a
like we
a
need to
big,
scan the place, get a layout.
You
And
can see there is
whatnot.
a big long table that is set out
Mhm.
at the end of the restaurant that is vacant. It's probably sits about it's probably like 12 people.
I lead him. That's probably where they're gonna be at tomorrow.
Yeah,
Maybe
probably.
if we place anything, we should get it there. So I want to slip him. Did we get any type of bugs from Daredevil? That's like standard fare, right?
We'll say he gave you
table
bug.
bug.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. I'll slip him the Bernier, and I was like, I'll call the wait staff over, make a complaint so they don't really see it going over the table, and maybe you could slip over there and bug it.
Yep, I'll do.
Yeah. Snap
Okay.
my fingers. Garçon! Garçon! This porcini is not as fluffy as I'm used to. I want to talk to the manager.
As you do that, Bernier, you are able to sneak around and plant the
Yep.
bug under the table, and then you go to the bathroom as a little thing, I'm sure, or something, just to kind of make it look you're doing something, and then you return, and it was a success, at least it seems, and you go through with your restaurant experience, I assume, or are you doing anything else?
No, I want to stay and eat on Dead Guy's Dime, and I want to enjoy my meal, and definitely like soak in a layout of the land. Like I want to sort of pay attention to what the wait staff looks like, who's coming in and out of this place. Just soak in all the information I can. Barely paying attention to my food, although
Great.
I'm going to eat it.
So you go, and then they bring the check. You don't notice anything inconspicuous. They go to bring the check, and they say, "Cash or card?"
Cash.
Okay. You pay with cash, and
I'll give you the cash.
You give them cash, and you're, and one of the bills, you notice has blood on it, but you put it at the bottom and then give it to them. And it's dried now, but you give it to them, and they go ahead and give you the receipt. You head out on your way, and then the next day arrives. And what is your guys' plan for the next day? Lysol.
What do you think? I think since this meeting is going to be there, we should go down and like find a inconspicuous spot, like away, and listen in on a conversation, and like actually get visuals on who's going in and out, and take notes, and do a really good top-notch job of spying. What do you think, Bernier?
I mean, maybe we should just like go to like the restaurant's like rooftop and be on there, like while they are eating.
That sounds good.
Listening them off.
Okay.
I think that's
Let's
a good idea.
All right, so you're able to get onto the rooftop, and you notice there's a big man standing at the front of the restaurant, kind of watching the front door. And as you kind of are watching and looking out, you see multiple cars pull up, really nice vehicles, a Rolls Royce, a limo, and you see some pretty some old men come out. One of the ones you actually notice is Silvio Manfredi, aka Silvermane, who you saw at that nightclub, I believe.
Yeah, we had that run-in with the Silvermane gang.
Yep. And you see them all enter though. They're all old people, like mostly old people. There's only a few though. It's actually not as many as there's probably like 4 vehicles pull up, and then maybe like 2 to 3 people max with each car that actually go inside. As it does seem like a smaller group than the table, but it totals to about 8 people. Anyway, they enter the restaurant, and you hear them sit down. They did sit down at your table, so you can hear them perfectly fine. And as you're listening, you hear one of the men sit down, which you know as Don Rigoletto. He's not. I mean, while he's
Don Rigoletto.
This is the man you've been tracking. He is here. They all sit down and make small talk for a little bit before you hear glasses tap, and Don says, "Listen, we need to step our game up. We are being laughed at. We have lost more than half our men to vigilante amateurs. We don't even know who
Susie
these
says that, I
people
smack
are.
Bernier's hand. High five him.
We don't even know who these people are. We've already lost the Costas to the Punisher last year. Hammerhead and Blackwing are dead. Pig Pearl and Mad Jack are locked up. We don't have much manpower left. We're losing our credibility with the rest of the Maggia, and with our plan and our leader coming soon, we cannot afford to be defeated any longer. Are the plans set for the Count's arrival? Yes, we believe so. They should be set. We shall make him proud with our victory then. We have just 10 days until the party commences, and our plan can finally come to fruition. We'll meet again soon. Be wise and stay low. Who knows where these foolish vigilantes will hit next? Be careful. They say, yes, sir. Yes, Don. And they all get up and break apart, and it seems like people are getting ready to leave.
They didn't even order the penne alla vodka. He said Count. You think he meant Dracula or chocolate?
I don't know, man.
Chocula. Who's Count? Demonet. I don't know a Count. If only somebody who knew more about these things was here with us, they could tell me who the Count was.
You see one of the first cars pulls up, and you can actually see Don Rigolotto gets into it and drives off with one of the men that's with him. Then you see Silvermane is left as well, and now there's just 2 cars left, but they're kind of still waiting at the side. It seems like the other 2 groups haven't left yet.
We should go jump in the trunk.
Jump in the trunk of one of the cars. The drivers
Why
are
not?
sitting in their cars. They're running.
Oh, if only we had a track error or something. So the 2 big wigs have left: Don Rigoletto and Silvermane.
Yep. I mean, the other 2. There's 2 other men there. You don't know if you don't know if they're big. The big dude is still standing watch in the front door, and there's still 2 other men inside, but you don't know who they are.
If we go down there and knock the drivers out, take their driving uniforms, can we kidnap these people?
You could. The guard is still sitting at the front door, though. You have to be sneaky about it. The car is parked just up the block, so you might be able to do it if you're careful.
What do you think? What do you think, Bernier? Should we take a shot?
Yeah, I think it's a great idea. Let's do it.
So one of us takes the guard out, one of us takes the car and takes the place of the driver, right?
Yep.
You're taking the front door guard out?
Well, he would have a view of the chicanery, right? Would he
He's
be
not
able
really.
to?
The car is up the block, so it's not
Okay.
like if you were if you were obvious, he could see you. But if you were quick,
No, I think we would both be extremely stealthy.
yes, very stealthy. Yes, much.
If
Stealth.
we would, as much as possible, we would take the roofs up to stay out of the line of sight, jump down, then get up in front of the driver's side quarter panel so that view was blocked from the front door, and then try to swap places with him real quick.
Okay.
And then I would like to try that. I think that would be a lot of fun.
So where are you trying to put? You're trying to knock the driver out, and then where are you putting him?
Yeah. Oh, I'll give him the Bernier so he can just fly him off real quick,
okay.
and then I'll put on the driver's outfit real quick.
Okay.
Yep.
We're gonna go for this. And,
Are we going for the wheel? Come on, I think this deserves a wheel.
This is a wheel. You're right. I'm sorry. Thank you for reminding me. This is absolutely a wheel. Okay.
Yeah.
We are bringing it to the wheel. I just gotta pull up the wheel. Crap. I don't know why I didn't pull it up already. Okay. This is a big action. We are going to need, for this to work successfully, both of you are gonna have to succeed a roll. So we're looking for this is street level feat, which luckily for Panda Man, a physical street level feat is actually not gonna be that hard. He's gonna have to look for an orange. Give me 1 second as I
Orange or better, right?
Orange or better. Orange or better.
No whammies, no whammies.
No whammies. Hold up, I'm pulling up the wheel right now. All right, so we're gonna need an orange for Panda Man for the first step of this to go off successfully. Anything lower, you're probably gonna make some noise or it's not gonna work.
Mm.
We got the wheel. 17.
Woo! Sorry, I got excited.
Yeah, you made it. So you're able to. So you basically open the door, grab the man, and throw him up into the sky to be caught by Bonfire. And let's see if Bonfire is gonna catch him. We got a second wheel. Bernier, you got you're gonna need to be able to do this. We need a green for this one. So this is gonna be tough. A green for you guys is 13. So this is a 13 or higher. So it's a little bit deceiving on there. Let's see if we can get a 13 or higher. Otherwise, it's gonna
All
be.
right, come on.
Oh, just narrowly, you throw him into the air and you grab the man by his arms. Just narrow, you almost slipped out, but you grabbed him by just the one arm and you grab him up to the roof. You're able to grab his clothes, steal them. Panda Man comes, grabs them, and gets in the car. And you are now sitting in the driver's seat waiting for him. Bernier, are you just waiting with the man now? Is that what's happening?
Can I sneak him down into the front seat? Like, he can like hunch down, or can I get him into the trunk?
Whichever you'd prefer. What do you want to do?
Bernie, you want to get in the front? Or you want to get in the trunk?
For sake of it, I will go into trunk.
Okay, so now you're sitting in the trunk, and the driver's just on the limo driver's in his underwear up on the roof, and you guys are just waiting. And you see another old man. He's probably in his like 60s, 70s. He gets into the car with a young guy, probably in his like late 20s, 30s. He's a big man though, pretty more like heavier than muscular. It's still a big man though. And they get into the car and are like, all right, take us home.
Let me just pull my GPS up here. What was the address again? I forgot.
Wait, who are you? Wait, what happened to Jeremy?
Jeremy had the runs from the service. I filled in for him. He called me last minute. And I'd start the car and start driving down the street nonchalantly.
The older man pulls out his phone and looks at you suspiciously, and he's like, "Okay, then." And he starts like typing something on his phone.
I realize I may have fucked this through. I just start driving. So, how was lunch?
Says it was fine. You could pull over here. We'll go into this. We have to get something from this store. You pull over.
No, I was instructed to take you right home. Shit.
No, it's fine. Who instructed you? No, that's fine.
Me. I instructed myself.
He says, no. And then the guy sitting next to him, the younger guy, he pulls out his gun. He's like, no, I think you'll pull over right here.
I hit the gas. I hit the gas and ducked down.
He falls back for a second, and then he starts shooting up front towards the window. And you hear the guy sitting next to him say, "Jimmy, don't start shooting. You're gonna crash the car."
I yell out, "It wasn't you, but get up here!" to Bernier in the back.
Okay. Yeah, you yell it up. You hear him, Bonfire. You're able to hear him from the trunk. You hear him yelling, and obviously the car accelerated. What do you do?
Punch him in the back seat.
Oh.
Okay.
Huh? Their seats, their backs are to the trunk, so they're sitting there, and you're in the trunk.
So can I just like try to like come up behind them and like try to like choke them?
Choke them both?
Let them pass out.
Okay.
Just get him to stop shooting.
All right, let's see how this turns out.
I'm swerving the whole time.
You punch both hands through the back seats and grab them both by the throat, and start to choke them out. It's just your hands through the seats. It's not even your rest of your body's not through it. It's just your arms, and you're like choking them like this. Is Bernier the ultimate combination of Bernie Sanders and Kanye West? Yes, he is.
Bernier West.
Yep. So you are now choking them out of the car. They're like, what? And they try to fight back, but neither of them is able to break free, and they both go unconscious.
Nice. I want to.
Right. Yeah.
We should beeline right back to the Panda Palace, tie him up, and question him.
Yep.
What do you think? Or an abandoned warehouse. Do either of us know the location of any abandoned warehouses?
Yes,
by?
you do. You actually do know where one was because it was where you guys hid out after your first altercation.
That's right, yeah.
Oh,
We should take him. Right. Let's take him there, hog tie him, and make him cry.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You take him to a warehouse, the same warehouse you're familiar with, and you tie them up, and they eventually wake up, and they're like, "What are we doing here? Who are you?"
I believe it is time for you to be quiet and ask a few questions.
You want us to ask you a few questions? What questions?
No, I'm going to. No, I'm asking you the questions. Shut up. You be quiet now. It is you who are going to die,
I
Mr.
think that
Wayne.
Panda Man has multiple personalities.
Yeah. Panda Man's a stone cold killer.
It's like, wait a minute. I know who.
No,
you
I didn't.
Are.
I didn't say that.
Are you in your
in
costume?
real life? No.
Okay.
No, I'm still in the limo driver costume.
It says, who
And
are...
they've got blindfolds, right?
you blindfold them. Yeah, sure.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Who are you? What do you want?
I want to ask you a few questions, and I want to have them answered immediately.
You could. You could just ask us. You don't have to. The guy's like, you could just ask us. You don't have to go tell us you're gonna ask us. Just ask us.
Well, I just wanted to let you know what was coming, so there wasn't any surprises.
Wait, what does that matter? Just ask us questions.
I'm asking. Who is your boss, and what is going down in 10 days?
He says, like we tell you.
I think you're going to want to talk. You're not going to want to know what happens if you don't.
The old man says, son, don't tell him anything.
Oh, he's your son, huh?
Says,
Perhaps you wouldn't want your lineage ended, clipped like branches off a dead tree.
Says, you're not going to do anything to us. So you know what's going to happen if you try anything. You think you can mess with the Maggia and have nothing happen to you?
Oh, you work for Maggia, huh? Well, I have some news for you. I have friends who have put feet through people today. And my friend over here is the spawn of Satan himself.
Does Bonfire get offended by this? Hearing this?
Yeah, a little bit, but I don't make a big deal out of it.
Okay.
Shaggy,
he says,
why don't you give them a little taste of the power of the dark side?
Let's do it.
I motioned to him to smack him in the face.
Bonfire, are you smacking him in the face like he asks you to?
No. So I throw some flames at them, but I don't touch them, but I come up to them with some flames that come out of my hands, you know.
Okay, so you're going to attempt to scare them by putting fire near their faces. Let's hope this succeeds.
And then as he does that, I say,
You think darkness is your ally? I was born in the dark, molded by it. I didn't see the light until I was a boy. You adopted the darkness. I was born into it.
Oh, that's fantastic. Okay. Okay, everything works exactly as you planned it. Very Actually, except your voice cracks while you're saying that to him. So the fire is intimidating, but the voice crack was extremely like embarrassing.
Immersion
So it really broke out of the immersion and totally derailed the whole intimidation tactic.
God damn it, Panda Man.
It was going so well too.
he's like, you can kill us, but it's better than what's gonna happen if the Maggia if our boss figures out that we told you anything. So go ahead, get on with it.
Are you sure about that? Because I would much rather you tell us something and we could let you go. We promise we won't tell the Magi.
The younger man says, "I don't want to die, Dad."
You're right. He doesn't want to die.
He's like,
And I can make sure my friend Flash Fingers over here doesn't make sure he cooks your retinas. But only if you give us a little something to work with.
The older man says, "You're not going to do anything. Either do something or let us go."
I grab his son's fingers and break them.
Oh, no.
You calm down the thunder.
The younger one, you do that, and he starts screaming. He's in pain. He's like, "Fine, I'll talk. The older one's like, shut up, son." He's like, no, Don, I won't. He's like, call me. You know I'm your father. Don't call me that.
Oh, I tell you what. Let's remove little Don's seed of depression over here and take him to another room where maybe he could think over a little more.
He says,
clearly.
"No, I'll tell you the plan. I'll tell you. I don't care what this old man says."
Oh, that's a good boy. Talkie.
Talkie. He says, "Listen, we don't know everything about the plan, but we know that they're planning to set the bomb off at the party that the Count is holding."
Now, I've heard this, Count. Could you clear up something between me and my friend here? Is it Chocula or Dracula? The Count. Or Demone? Which Count are we talking about?
Our boss is Count Nefaria.
Is that like
He's the
Sergeant
leader
up to no good?
He's the leader of the Maggia, and listen, I don't even want to be involved anymore. Just let me go. Just let me go, please.
Okay, we'll let you go. One more question. So we have Count Nefaria, the leader of the Magi, is going to release a bomb at the party in 10 days. Is that correct?
He's like notepad and everything, like glasses. Yeah. Oh, the notepad.
I'm fogging up here.
He says, "Yes, fine. That's what's happening. Please, now let me go."
Now, where's this party, Richter? I'll see you there.
It's all
If anybody got that deep cut.
Says, you already know it's happening at his new mansion, the Victoria Manor. It's all over the news.
Oh, there's Victoria Manor, Count up to no good, Nefarious, the 12 Magi, and dinner, and a bomb.
And I look at Bernier. Is this the Tarragon Mist? You think they're gonna set it off at the party?
Yeah, I have this big feeling it's where they will store it.
What? Thank you for playing. I don't know how do we end this, Bernier.
The other man says, "Well, you might as well kill us now because
I mean, if you
we're
insist.
dead anyway."
Okay, not on me at this point, I guess. Have you ever been to...
the son's like, "No, let me go, please. Just let me go. I want to get out."
All right. Well, you got what you wanted. We are men of our words. We'll set you free. I'll return you to your car. Was it the Rolls Royce? I don't remember.
It was a limo. You have it parked out front.
Oh, that's right, I do. Sorry, this gas gives me a headache. I forget things. Thank you for coming. Return you now to your regular scheduled program. Firefingers, take them to the nearest state park and drop them off and call the game warden.
You want me to drive?
No, I want you to die, Dr. Jones. Never mind.
I like to think that Panda Man just watched a lot of movies and just quotes everything.
What's that?
Like...
Panda Man doesn't know how to get himself out of these situations.
So do you just let him go? Do you just let the two of them go?
No, I don't think we should, but I don't know what to do with them. Kind of this bad guy stuff.
I pull Bernier. I'm like, Bernier, I don't think we should kill him, but and they haven't seen our faces. All right, fly him to Kentucky. How quick and like just drop them off, take their cell phone and make them walk back.
Yeah, I will do that. I will be back in 10 minutes.
Okay. So you.
I want to take their cell phones first. I just want to like.
So.
Break
okay.
You
Maybe
go
the wallets
to. You
also.
are trying to fly them, Bonfire, to Kentucky. You, as you're flying, have no clue where Kentucky is. You realize, and just start flying west. However, passing over the Hudson, you are getting very tired, and they slip out of your hands and fall
Oh, no.
hundreds of feet into the water.
But they survive.
You don't know. You try searching the water, but can't find them.
Well,
I go-
my bad.
I go back. Oops.
Do you tell him when you fly back? You fly back to. You return to Panda Man. Are you telling him of this? Or?
Yeah, and I say, yeah. So I was about halfway there, and
Kentucky,
then
that's
they
return
like,
off.
I was getting tired, and then they slipped out of my hands, and I don't know if they are living or if they are dead, but I hope they're not. But like, there's a big chance they're just like dead.
I know the son probably wasn't going to swim very well, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Well, I guess maybe we should ditch a limo and get back to the Panda Palace, and maybe don't mention the broken fingers to Daredevil. All right, I don't think. Yeah, but we got it. We should tell him what's going on. We should definitely tell him about Count Dracula coming in with the 12 Magi, going to have dinner at the Rainbow Room. Nefarious. Yes, nefarious. Yes. We should tell him everything that the voice in the sky told us.
Okay.
I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, let's go back to the Panda Palace because I'm a little bit tired, you know.
Obviously, you just dropped 2 men over. Was it Solid Land? Yes. I asked you to do one thing, Bernier. You know, next time you get to put the mask on, okay? You question them.
Okay.
Hold on, what? Oh my goodness. Yeah, they're dead. Yeah. I'm good. Panda Man is surprisingly good with that. I don't like where he's going. He's taking a dark turn.
Poor Panda Man. Better watch out for that guy. You return to the
I mean,
Panda.
I killed them, but I didn't kill them
right.
on purpose, you know.
Yeah, I didn't mean to.
I just got tired. Okay.
Yeah, this doesn't work out.
You return to the Panda Palace, and and as you go back, Daredevil arrives, and you fill him in with what's happening. And he says
90% of it.
Well, then we're gonna have to 90% of it. Well, good thing is we've done a good job so far eliminating some of the bigwigs in their organization and some of their muscle, but at least now we know their plan. We're gonna have to start formulating a plan of our own, and gonna have to take that. It's gonna take a lot of preparation to deal with this. We're gonna have to do a little bit more research, but hopefully you guys are ready for this.
We will be ready.
It's finally, at least now we know what they're planning, so that's good. Well, let's start getting ready. You guys sit down after a long day and resting up. You guys sit down by the couch, and the news is on again. You see it's yet another news article, news reporter at the park. You see swarming pigeons again, and you see a small kid. That same kid in the pink hat is now being interviewed. He says, "You were able to fight off all of these. You were able to fight off all of these pigeons on your own, weren't you, young boy?" And he says, "Yeah, well, it's okay. I got my big newspaper here. I couldn't have done without it. He's got this like weird lime green newspaper and a pink baseball cap and brown hair, and says, "Well, thank you. What is your name? My name is Timmy Turner." And on that note,
oh my god!
And on that note, we're gonna end there and see. And we're gonna have to see what happens next week on the Burktastic 4 while the Beta Boys come back. And the Beta Boys are going to India, so we're gonna have to see what's happening. If you're wondering how they got there, you have to watch the previous episode because something crazy's happening with them too. Some craziness on both sides, and
India.
yeah, they are going to India. It's gonna be crazy. See what happens next on both sides. Seems like you guys are dealing with this Count Nefaria, whoever that may be, and are. Some craziness on both sides. But by the way, Tim cashed in with his chaos energy to throw in a character into the world. So I didn't know if anyone caught that little cameo that he made mid roll there. But I'm pretty excited for what's gonna happen for the Alpha Squad and the Beta Boys. Alpha Squad's been really knocking people out in this Maggia, and it seems like they're really you haven't been on the ropes there. But we're gonna have to see what happens when we come back for that. That's all I got planned for today, but I'm excited for what we got coming next time. You guys got any thoughts or anything before, to leave with?
I can't wait for this dinner party. I am so looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty interesting. I liked your creativeness with this with the limo.
What's that?
Some interesting plans that you guys created this session.
I definitely can't wait to accidentally kill another person again.
There's a lot of accidental.
I can't wait to the day the Beta Boys have to fight the Alpha Squad because Alpha Squad goes rogue and just start killing people. They go on a killing spree. I see the end game setting up here. Like it's like Magneto versus Professor X.
I know, right? They're gonna be trying to take you out because you're murderers. I don't know. I don't know if they care either.
Burktastic Civil War.
They're over here just using Reddit threads and stuff to do all their research, and you guys are just killing people. I don't know what's going on. Some crazy plans. You think you could beat the Dulk, Mr. Otter here, throwing some flexing.
Oh.
The Dulk versus Panda Man. That's the fight.
I can't wait for the crossover. Dulk v Panda Man.
Yeah, we'll have to see when it happens. It looks like it might be a little bit more build up because the Beta Boys have some plans to hunt vampires over in India. So that's kind of.
Oh my goodness! Wow, they're going international.
Yeah, some crazy stuff.
One thing. Why are the Beta Boys fighting vampires in India and we are stuck with like crazy mafia bosses over in New York? Can we get some cool stuff finally?
Oh, I don't know. Right now you guys are you're still building up your power, still getting used to your powers yet.
I'm quite happy with the turn it's taking. I mean, I'm just legit. Bernays dropping people into the Hudson.
I'm making some deep cuts into Marvel comics. So if you, I'm dropping a lot of real names. So you could get some potential spoilers if you do some research. But hey, we got Cap in the chat.
I like to be surprised.
And Patty, thank you for the follow, man. Doing some damage. Oh, look, the stream boss is back. Did 300 damage with the follow. So thank you for that. So let's see what happened. Can't wait for the big wheel to show up. Those are some deep cuts too. Most of the characters that I introduce, even random bizarre like names of people without powers, a lot of them are Marvel deep cut characters that I've like. You guys should see me tinfoil hatting in like doing research, like going crazy into the thing. I got some interesting stuff planned for you.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, Burke. It's like pushing kind of late for me.
Oh,
so
yeah.
I think I'm going to leave it here.
Yeah, man. Thanks for coming out.
I had a great time today. So
yeah, it was fun.
I can't wait.
Excited to be back.
In 2 weeks.
Alpha Squad will be back in 2 weeks. That'll be exciting. 2 days before Christmas, actually. Yeah, I'll let you both go, and then and I'll hang out for like a couple more minutes and just and maybe just talk to the chat a tiny bit, tell them about some stuff we got planned. AV Wells dropping 45 bits. Thank you so much, man. Dealing some damage to the stream boss. maybe trying to make a play for the stream boss again. We'll see if he can get you back. But thanks for coming out, Jason.
Yeah, thank you for having me, Burke. It was a pleasure to see you. I'm glad you're back, and
man.
hopefully, I know we were talking about the thing. Hopefully, I can get you on the show.
Yeah.
For
when is
the thing.
Can you tell everybody about that real quick while I have you?
Yeah, sure. So the show's coming off a hiatus this week, so I'm finally going to get back to streaming. And the first show I'm going to do, we're going to be talking about the 24-hour charity stream, D&D stream that we're setting up for January 8th and 9th, 9 p.m. Friday to 9 p.m. Saturday. We're going to live stream some D&D for charity. All the money we raise is going to go to benefit Take That, which goes to help mental health in the gaming community. And we'll talk about the reasons why we've sort of been on a hiatus and everything. But yeah, it's a good cause for charity, and I'd like to get as many people involved. So if anybody wants to go check it out, I have information on my Discord, and then I'll be live on my channel probably to either late tonight or tomorrow. I think probably tomorrow, talking about it. So
I'll keep an eye out.
I'd love to get you there if you can do it.
I would love to be there. I
fantastic.
just gotta check my schedule, but I shouldn't have as long as I don't have a problem with it or any conflicts. I want to be there. So sweet. Looking forward to it, man. Well, take care. I'll talk to you soon, man.
Take it easy. Thank you. Thanks, everybody.